joined the list of groups investigating President Trump's former national security advisor and his ties to Russia. Retired General Michael Flynn was paid about $34,000 for a speech in Moscow nearly 18 months ago. Newly released Pentagon documents show that Flynn got an official letter months earlier saying he could not receive fees from a foreign government without permission. The White House press secretary has said that this has nothing to do with the Trump administration.
All of that clearance was made by during the Obama administration, and apparently with knowledge of the trip that he took. So that's how the process works, and I welcome the Department of Defense's IG's review.
Congressman Elijah Cummings, a ranking Democrat on the House Oversight Committee, says there is no evidence that Flynn told the Pentagon that the Russians paid him.
With us now is the United States Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Welcome.
Good morning.
I know you excused yourself and recused yourself from some of the things that happened during the campaign. But having said that, did any of this information come to the campaign during the campaign?
I'm not aware of any of that, and so I am recused on those issues, and anything that's necessary to be done, I'm sure will be done. But we in the Department of Justice don't confirm or deny the existence of investigations.
Okay, with regardless to Mr. Flynn, is this kind of thing, and you're the nation's chief legal officer, a violation of the law?
I don't know enough about it to comment, and I think it'd be inappropriate for me to comment on that. What I would say is that we have great cabinet members. We've got some people that are doing super jobs, like I was at the border with General Kelly, Homeland Security last week. We've seen a 70% reduction in the number of illegal entries since December at the border. That's a dramatic thing.
But
so
Mr.
it's
Attorney
exciting
General,
to see that happen.
Let me ask you this. I know that hindsight is 20/20, but do you think the Trump administration could have done a better job in vetting Mr. Flynn?
Well, these things are not easy to discover if it happened, what happened. I'm not sure it's impropriety or not. I don't have an opinion. I would just say that they've done a great job of putting together some fabulous people in the cabinet, men and women of integrity and good judgment.
But it would be a mistake if he failed to reveal that he had received this payment.
Well, I just don't know enough to comment about it. I don't think it's appropriate for me to be talking about it.
Got it. Let's turn now to immigration. You pointed out the 70% drop in illegal crossings. Why do you need a border wall?
Well, we're going to need to get there. We're on the verge of creating what the American people have wanted for 30, 40 years, which is a lawful system of immigration. One, we admit 1.1 million each year to lawful permanent residents in the United States in an appropriate way. We need to end the illegality, let people apply.
You've got a Republican Congress. I mean, this is so rare, and they won't even include new funding for this wall, and not one Republican lawmaker on those 4 border states supports funding for a border wall.
We
not
will
even in your own party.
Yeah, we'll get funding for the wall, and it's important to do so. I would just say that this year we could use some money this year, but it's not critical because this year ends September 30th.
Are you going to get any
what
funding?
we need is next year and move forward.
Are you going to get any funding from Mexico, as the president promised?
Yes.
There are a lot of ways that I think we can fund the wall through, in effect, charges on those who enter the country, particularly those who enter unlawfully.
You've got a problem, and the State Department has a problem. They don't have enough people to do the job. Go ahead.
Well, we do have a hard time getting people confirmed. I've got 12 confirmed positions by the Senate. Only one yesterday took office. Yeah. He's my deputy. He's fabulous. Be a fabulous
But
deputy.
have you nominated somebody for all of those jobs?
Virtually all of them.
Virtually.
Well, a good number of them. I'm not sure whether we over half yet or not, but we have others.
Why not? Why are you having a problem nominating people?
It's not a problem. It's just that you have to get FBI backgrounds before you nominate them. People, if you don't do the proper vetting, then you get accused of not vetting before you nominate them, and good backgrounds are important.
Let me just ask you, there's a lot in the news about sexual harassment and Fox News Channel. We know that the Justice Department is looking into that matter, and in fact, it has expanded this morning. CBS News is reporting that the U.S. Postal Inspection Service also looking into that. What is the investigation about?
I cannot confirm or deny the existence of any investigation. Those matters, if they are occurring, will occur on their own, but we in the department don't talk about any investigation.
Again, you're the chief legal officer. When the president criticized the Ninth Circuit in significant ways, is that a good idea? Is it appropriate for the president to consider I mean, to criticize the Ninth Circuit?
Well, they're not above being talked about.
Yeah.
And
But
their
is it
opinions.
right for the president to do that?
It's right for the president, as he's done historically over the centuries, to express opinions about judicial opinions. They're not. They have a lifetime appointment. Their pay can't be cut, and their decisions can be commented on. And the one that he criticized, I think, was wrong, and I'm proud of it.
But his new Supreme Court justice had some reservations about the president speaking to issues like this and expressed it.
Well,
Attacking judges, yeah.
I'm not sure what he meant in that. I see one nominee recently said that, well, we've got a lifetime appointment. Nothing wrong with people commenting about our opinions. And that's what I feel. Look, the judges in this country are so important. I respect them. I've practiced before them for many years as a federal prosecutor. I have the highest regard for them. The greatest threat to the independence of the judiciary is if judges become more political. People cease to believe they're deciding opinions based on law and
is that what
facts.
you believe about the non-circuit judges?
I'm worried about it.
More than worried?
I do not. I believe the executive order the president issued was carefully written.
It's on sanctuary cities. We're talking about sanctuary cities,
Yes.
yeah.
I was talking about the travel
immigration, yeah, right.
matter, but that's the one that was before the Ninth Circuit. So I really think that the judges just don't get to say, well, you said in the campaign 9 months ago, so I don't like this order. So the question is the order itself improper? Does it in any way improperly discriminate, or does it
So what do you
advance the safety of America?
So what do you and the president want to do about the Ninth Circuit?
Well, I think we have a number of judges in the country that have departed a bit too far from classical enforcing the law as written
Therefore?
and using the law to advance an agenda that they may have personally. And so the Ninth Circuit has been criticized for that tendency more than any other
So what
circuit.
should be done?
Well, the main thing is you appoint judges and confirm judges to the Ninth Circuit that will be responsible and more restrained in their actions. But you're not prohibited from saying, I disagree with what you're doing, else you've created a superior branch of government. We have three.
Well, White House
All right,
Chief of
Mr.
Staff Reince Priebus called it, says the Ninth Circuit is going bananas. Is that a legal term that you've
That doesn't
You're the
sound like
highest-
a legal term. It sounds like a
I
term
had
of
heard that.
a chief of staff to the president might say.
Okay, going bananas.
Mr. Attorney General, always good to have you here.
Yeah.
Thank
Hope you'll
you.
come back. Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you very much.